Back in 2021, car makers were investing billions of dollars in EVs and pledging that they would stop building gas-powered cars.
The automotive industry has been abuzz for years with the rise of electric vehicles, EVs, driven by environmental concerns and the promise of a cleaner future. Tesla, the undisputed leader in the EV revolution, has paved the way for other automakers, while established giants like Mercedes-Benz, General Motors, and Volkswagen are scrambling to catch up. But what if the future of cars isn't electric at all? What if an age-old technology, the combustion engine, could be reborn in a way that makes EVs look like a passing trend? Toyota, a company known for its pioneering hybrid technology, has just shocked the world by unveiling a groundbreaking hydrogen combustion engine. This new engine promises to be more efficient, cleaner, and more adaptable than anything we've seen before, and it could potentially change the entire landscape of the automotive industry. The new hydrogen engine challenges the growing dominance of electric vehicles by offering an alternative that might just be more practical and versatile than EVs in some markets. But how will the world respond to this bold move? With Toyota at the helm of this revolution, the future of transportation might not be about waiting for your car to charge. It might be about stepping into a car that runs on hydrogen and emits only water vapor. Will this innovative technology render electric vehicles obsolete, or will it simply be another niche solution? Strap in, because this could be the beginning of a seismic shift in the auto industry. Toyota's big bet: hydrogen over electric. While the world races toward electric, Toyota is doubling down on hydrogen. Could they be onto something the rest of the world missed? As electric vehicles gain traction, Toyota has made a move that has stunned the automotive industry. While other manufacturers focus almost entirely on electric technology, Toyota's bold decision to develop a hydrogen combustion engine could change everything. In a market increasingly dominated by battery-powered cars, this shift could be seen as Toyota's way of responding to the growing EV trend, but it's much more than that. For Toyota, hydrogen is the future. They're betting on hydrogen's ability to meet environmental standards without relying on rare earth minerals, like lithium, which are integral to electric vehicle batteries. The issue with EVs is the increasing dependence on these minerals, often mined in controversial ways, and the challenges with their disposal. Hydrogen, on the other hand, can be produced in many different ways, including through water electrolysis, and the infrastructure for hydrogen fueling can be adapted from existing gas stations. By focusing on hydrogen, Toyota believes it can offer consumers a sustainable alternative that doesn't come with the environmental and infrastructure challenges of electric vehicles. Hydrogen combustion engines, unlike battery-powered EVs, don't require an extensive network of charging stations. This technology could be a game changer, especially for markets where EV infrastructure is still underdeveloped. But will the automotive world embrace this hydrogen solution? Or is it too late for traditional combustion engines to make a comeback in a market obsessed with electrification? Toyota's hydrogen engine might be the answer to the future, but its success will depend on how the world adapts to this new fuel source. In many ways, Toyota's approach to hydrogen combustion is a strategic gamble. The company understands the world's increasing environmental concerns and has embraced a technology that offers immediate solutions. Unlike the slow rollout of electric infrastructure, hydrogen can be incorporated into existing fueling networks, allowing Toyota to bring the solution to markets quicker. In the coming years, we could see a world where hydrogen-powered vehicles sit side by side with electric cars. Will Toyota's hydrogen engine eventually dominate the auto industry? Or will it simply serve as a bridge technology until the world fully embraces electric vehicles? Only time will tell. The hydrogen engine revolution. How does it work? A new era of driving is coming. But how does Toyota's hydrogen engine work? And why does it stand to outperform electric vehicles? Toyota's hydrogen combustion engine is more than just a step forward. It's a complete reimagining of how combustion engines function. At its core, the engine uses hydrogen instead of gasoline, creating a clean combustion process that produces water vapor as the only byproduct. But how does this technology work? And what makes it so revolutionary? The engine's inner workings are based on existing combustion technology, but significant modifications were necessary to ensure it could burn hydrogen efficiently and safely. Toyota's engineers worked closely with experts from Yamaha to fine-tune the engine's components, including fuel injectors, valves, and spark plugs, all designed to optimize hydrogen combustion. The key to the engine's efficiency is its ability to burn hydrogen at a much higher rate than conventional engines, which minimizes the loss of energy. One of the key challenges with hydrogen combustion engines has been their lower energy content compared to gasoline. Hydrogen has a different air-fuel ratio than traditional fuels, meaning that to achieve the same level of power, more hydrogen is required. Toyota overcame this by strengthening critical engine components, ensuring that the engine could handle the higher pressures generated by hydrogen combustion. But what sets Toyota's hydrogen engine apart from previous attempts is its impressive performance. Despite hydrogen's lower energy content, the modifications Toyota made allow the engine to produce nearly the same amount of horsepower as its gasoline counterpart, around 450 horsepower in the 5.0L V8. This power output is crucial because it shows that hydrogen combustion engines can deliver comparable performance without sacrificing efficiency. In practical terms, this means hydrogen-powered vehicles could potentially have the same driving experience as gasoline-powered cars, but with far less environmental impact. The engine burns cleaner, uses less fuel, and emits only water vapor. This makes hydrogen an incredibly promising alternative to both traditional combustion engines and electric vehicles. But the burning question remains: can Toyota overcome the infrastructure challenges required to make hydrogen vehicles mainstream? The technology is clearly there, but the world's readiness to adopt hydrogen on a large scale will determine its success. The clash of the titans. Can this new hydrogen engine really compete with electric vehicles in today's market? Toyota's game-changing engine might just be the competition EVs didn't expect. The rise of electric vehicles has been unstoppable. With Tesla, BMW, and others leading the charge, the automotive world has shifted its focus to EVs. They're clean, efficient, and, for the most part, highly sought after. However, Toyota's hydrogen combustion engine has entered the conversation, challenging the very concept of electric vehicles as the ultimate future of transportation. On paper, electric vehicles offer everything we want: zero emissions, low operating costs, and quiet performance. However, EVs come with their own set of challenges. Range anxiety, lengthy charging times, and dependence on an often inadequate charging infrastructure have led to frustration for consumers. Furthermore, the environmental impact of mining lithium for EV batteries and the disposal of old batteries remains a concern. Toyota's hydrogen engine, on the other hand, doesn't rely on electric grids or long charging times. It uses existing fueling infrastructure, can be refueled in minutes, and has the potential for longer driving ranges without the need for constant recharging. These advantages make hydrogen vehicles highly attractive for those who aren't yet ready to fully embrace the electric revolution, especially in regions where charging stations are sparse. The hydrogen combustion engine offers the same advantages of internal combustion engines: familiar fueling processes, fast refueling times, while reducing the environmental impact. But does it offer enough benefits to surpass electric vehicles, particularly when EV technology continues to improve? As Toyota continues to develop this new hydrogen-powered engine, it's clear that the competition between hydrogen and electric cars is only just beginning. This is where the real battle lies. While EVs dominate the headlines, Toyota's hydrogen combustion engine could provide a compelling alternative for consumers who want a balance between performance, convenience, and environmental responsibility. But whether this new technology can truly rival EVs in the long term remains to be seen. Toyota's hybrid revolution. What if you didn't have to choose between hydrogen and electric? Toyota's hybrid vision could be the key to a greener future without sacrificing performance. While electric vehicles dominate the green car market, Toyota has long been a leader in hybrid technology. The introduction of the hydrogen combustion engine could be the next step in Toyota's hybrid revolution, combining the best of both hydrogen and electric technology. This hybrid future is where Toyota sees its greatest opportunity to make an impact. Hybrid vehicles, which use a combination of an internal combustion engine and electric power, have already proven to be an efficient solution for consumers who aren't ready to fully embrace electric vehicles. Toyota's hybrids, such as the Prius, have been incredibly successful, offering a balance of performance, fuel economy, and environmental benefits. With the addition of hydrogen combustion engines to the mix, Toyota could create an even more efficient and versatile hybrid system that addresses many of the limitations of electric vehicles. For example, a hybrid that combines hydrogen combustion with electric power could offer consumers the best of both worlds: the power and range of hydrogen with the energy efficiency of electric motors. This type of vehicle could reduce emissions, extend driving range, and ensure drivers don't have to worry about the limited availability of charging infrastructure. Toyota's ability to combine hydrogen technology with hybrid systems could provide a solution to the challenges of both electric and hydrogen-powered vehicles. The hybrid solution could offer a more gradual transition into a future powered by cleaner energy, ensuring that consumers have access to a variety of options suited to their needs and preferences. Ultimately, Toyota's hybrid approach could lead to a more sustainable future by incorporating hydrogen technology into a broader green automotive strategy. As the market for electric vehicles continues to grow, Toyota's hybrids, powered by hydrogen combustion engines, may be the next wave of green technology. Hydrogen combustion engines, the new green superpower. Could hydrogen combustion engines truly become the new standard for eco-friendly cars, or is Toyota's bold move just a pipe dream? Hydrogen combustion engines have the potential to change the face of the automotive industry, but there are still some significant hurdles to overcome. While Toyota's new hydrogen-powered V8 engine is an impressive step forward, it's important to examine the broader implications of this technology. Could hydrogen combustion really replace electric engines as the green alternative of the future? One of the most compelling aspects of hydrogen combustion engines is their potential to drastically reduce emissions without relying on the electric grid or rare minerals. Unlike electric cars that rely on lithium-ion batteries, whose production and disposal come with their own environmental challenges, hydrogen combustion engines can offer a cleaner, more sustainable solution. When powered by green hydrogen, the only byproducts of hydrogen combustion are water and heat, making it an incredibly clean option for the environment. However, for hydrogen to become the new green superpower, infrastructure needs to catch up. Hydrogen fueling stations are far less common than electric charging stations, and the process of creating green hydrogen is still in its infancy. While Toyota is pushing forward with hydrogen combustion technology, the world needs to scale up production and distribution of hydrogen fuel to make this technology viable on a global scale. Despite these challenges, Toyota is committed to the development of hydrogen-powered vehicles, and their efforts could eventually lead to a cleaner, greener future. The question is, will the world be ready for hydrogen-powered cars, or will electric vehicles continue to dominate the market? The economics of hydrogen versus electric vehicles. Which will win? When it comes to cost, is hydrogen the more affordable solution, or will electric vehicles continue to reign supreme? One of the most important factors in the transition to a greener future is the cost. Electric vehicles, EVs, have a clear edge when it comes to the incentives and subsidies offered by governments around the world. However, hydrogen combustion engines, as exemplified by Toyota's new hydrogen V8, could offer a more competitive solution to traditional gasoline-powered cars and electric vehicles, especially in terms of long-term maintenance and refueling costs. EVs have one major advantage in that they don't require refueling at the same rate as combustion engines. However, their high initial cost, primarily due to the expensive batteries, can be a barrier for many consumers, particularly in developing countries. As battery technology continues to evolve, prices may drop, but for now, EVs are still out of reach for many drivers. Hydrogen combustion engines, on the other hand, don't rely on expensive lithium batteries. Their fuel costs are based on hydrogen prices, which are still volatile but could become more affordable as production scales up. Moreover, hydrogen vehicles like Toyota's new engine can be refueled much faster than electric vehicles can be charged. The ability to refill a hydrogen vehicle in just a few minutes makes it more appealing to consumers who value convenience and don't want to spend time waiting for a battery to charge. The infrastructure for hydrogen refueling stations may be limited today, but Toyota is pushing hard to build out this network, and the technology to transport and store hydrogen is improving. Additionally, the long-term maintenance costs for hydrogen combustion engines could be more economical than for EVs. While EVs have fewer moving parts than traditional gasoline-powered cars, their reliance on high-tech batteries means they are susceptible to battery degradation over time. Hydrogen combustion engines, however, rely on more traditional vehicle components, which could make them less expensive to maintain in the long run. The economic question is complex, but Toyota's hydrogen combustion engine could eventually prove to be the more affordable, sustainable option. However, it's going to require a large-scale push from governments, automakers, and consumers to overcome the infrastructure and cost hurdles. Will hydrogen take over as the new standard, or will electric vehicles continue to dominate in price and convenience? The hydrogen fueling infrastructure. While hydrogen combustion engines could change the game, the real question is, can the infrastructure keep up with Toyota's bold vision? One of the most significant challenges facing the hydrogen revolution is the fueling infrastructure. While Toyota has made major strides in developing a hydrogen combustion engine, the availability of refueling stations is still limited. Unlike electric vehicles, which benefit from a growing network of charging stations worldwide, hydrogen vehicles require a completely different type of fueling station. Currently, there are only a few hundred hydrogen stations globally, compared to over 1 million electric charging stations. The infrastructure issue is a chicken and egg problem. Consumers won't buy hydrogen cars if they don't have places to refuel them, and gas station owners won't invest in hydrogen pumps unless there are enough vehicles to make it profitable. Toyota has recognized this challenge and has already begun to address it by developing hydrogen refueling kits for large trucks. By targeting commercial vehicles first, Toyota hopes to create a strong hydrogen infrastructure that can eventually be expanded to the consumer market. However, the logistics of producing, storing, and transporting hydrogen fuel are incredibly complex. Hydrogen is a gas, not a liquid, and it needs to be stored in high-pressure tanks to be transported and distributed. This process is energy-intensive and requires specialized equipment, which drives up the costs of hydrogen production and delivery. The solution? Large-scale hydrogen production from renewable energy sources like wind and solar. Toyota's commitment to a green hydrogen future means they're not just looking at the technology in isolation, but investing in the entire hydrogen supply chain. As the infrastructure develops, hydrogen-powered cars could start to appear more frequently on the roads, but this will take significant investment from both governments and private entities. Toyota's vision includes collaborating with other stakeholders in the hydrogen ecosystem to build the necessary infrastructure to support a transition to hydrogen fuel. So, is the world ready to build out the hydrogen infrastructure? If Toyota can help scale up production and refueling networks, hydrogen-powered vehicles might finally have the chance to compete with EVs on an equal playing field. Can hydrogen be truly green? Is hydrogen as clean as it sounds? Or is it just another false promise in the fight for a greener world? Hydrogen combustion engines have been heralded as a green alternative to traditional internal combustion engines. After all, the only byproduct of hydrogen combustion is water vapor. But is hydrogen truly a sustainable, environmentally friendly fuel? Or are there hidden costs to consider? To answer this, we need to look beyond the engine itself and examine the entire hydrogen supply chain, from production to storage and distribution. The environmental impact of hydrogen depends largely on how it is produced. Today, most hydrogen is produced using natural gas in a process called steam methane reforming, which releases significant amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. While this method is cheap and efficient, it negates the environmental benefits of hydrogen as a fuel source. However, Toyota and others are investing heavily in green hydrogen, produced using renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, which could make hydrogen truly green. The challenge lies in scaling up green hydrogen production to meet the demand for hydrogen vehicles. Hydrogen production is still expensive, particularly when using renewable energy sources. As with electric vehicles, the energy used to produce and power the vehicles must come from renewable sources for the technology to be considered truly sustainable. Toyota is working on this issue by investing in green hydrogen technologies, but the world's energy infrastructure would need a complete overhaul to make hydrogen a truly sustainable fuel. Additionally, the storage and transport of hydrogen also pose environmental concerns. The process of storing hydrogen in high-pressure tanks requires significant energy and specialized materials, and the infrastructure needed to transport it is not yet in place. If these issues can be resolved, hydrogen could become a clean alternative to both gasoline and electricity. But for now, it's a work in progress. So while Toyota's hydrogen combustion engine is promising, it's clear that for it to be truly green, the entire hydrogen supply chain must evolve. It's an exciting future, but one that requires global cooperation and innovation to make hydrogen as clean as it promises to be. Is hydrogen combustion really safe? Hydrogen combustion engines might sound great, but are they too dangerous to mass produce? The idea of hydrogen as a fuel is undeniably appealing from an environmental standpoint, but there are concerns about its safety. Hydrogen is highly flammable, and, in the event of an accident, hydrogen tanks could rupture and cause explosive reactions. This presents a serious challenge for manufacturers like Toyota, who need to ensure that hydrogen combustion engines are just as safe, if not safer, than gasoline or electric vehicles. One of the major safety challenges with hydrogen is its storage. Hydrogen is stored in high-pressure tanks that need to be incredibly durable to withstand impacts, especially in the event of a crash. While hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, its small molecular size means it can escape through even the smallest gaps, which poses a risk of leaks. Toyota has taken great care in designing tanks that are incredibly secure, and safety features are being built into the engine itself to prevent malfunctions or catastrophic failures. When it comes to vehicle safety, Toyota's reputation is stellar, and they are working tirelessly to ensure that hydrogen-powered vehicles are just as safe as their traditional combustion engine counterparts. However, the public perception of hydrogen as a dangerous fuel source may take longer to change. Hydrogen-powered vehicles will need to undergo rigorous testing and prove themselves in real-world scenarios before they can achieve widespread adoption. While hydrogen vehicles are still a relative novelty, Toyota's engineers are tackling these safety issues head-on. The future of hydrogen combustion engines depends on the company's ability to convince consumers that they can be just as safe as electric vehicles, and even traditional gasoline-powered cars, when it comes to preventing accidents and ensuring passenger safety. Hydrogen or EV? With both hydrogen and electric vehicles in the picture, what is Toyota's long-term vision for the future of mobility? Toyota has long been a leader in the hybrid space, and with the introduction of the hydrogen combustion engine, the company has made its position clear. It's betting on a future where multiple green technologies coexist. Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda has emphasized that the company isn't just jumping on the EV bandwagon. Instead, Toyota is committed to offering a variety of solutions that address the diverse needs of global consumers. While many automakers are focusing solely on electric vehicles, Toyota sees hydrogen as a complementary technology, particularly in markets where charging infrastructure isn't developed enough to support widespread EV adoption. Toyota's vision is to create a future where consumers have a range of green mobility options, from fully electric vehicles to hydrogen combustion and hybrid models, all tailored to different driving needs and environmental conditions. In the coming years, Toyota plans to have more than 10 electric vehicles on the market, each designed from the ground up to meet the demands of various consumers. However, the company remains committed to hydrogen, recognizing its potential to power everything from personal cars to large trucks and commercial vehicles. Toyota's hybrid approach ensures that consumers aren't limited to one choice, but can find a green solution that fits their needs, whether they're looking for a long-range hydrogen vehicle or a quick-charging electric car. By embracing both technologies, Toyota is setting itself up to lead the charge in the next phase of the automotive revolution. But the real question is, will hydrogen vehicles eventually become as ubiquitous as electric cars, or will electric vehicles continue to dominate the global market? The hydrogen promise, a solution for commercial vehicles. Hydrogen may be the key to powering not just cars, but also the trucks and big rigs that keep the world moving. Is this Toyota's masterstroke for commercial vehicles? When it comes to heavy-duty commercial vehicles like trucks, buses, and long-haul rigs, electric vehicles face significant hurdles. While electric trucks are making strides in some markets, their range is still limited, and the weight of their batteries can significantly reduce their payload capacity. This is where hydrogen combustion engines could have a major advantage. Toyota's hydrogen-powered V8 engine, for example, is being tested for use in large trucks, and the results could dramatically alter the future of commercial transportation. Hydrogen combustion engines are a perfect match for the needs of commercial vehicles. Unlike electric trucks that require long charging times and have limited range, hydrogen trucks can be refueled in just a few minutes, making them far more practical for long-haul routes. Toyota has already started fitting hydrogen fuel cell kits to prototype trucks, and the success of these models could lead to widespread adoption of hydrogen-powered commercial vehicles. The ability to offer long-range hydrogen trucks that can be refueled quickly gives Toyota a massive edge over electric vehicles in the commercial market. Transport companies could transition to hydrogen trucks without worrying about the limitations that electric vehicles impose, like long downtimes for charging or restricted driving distances. These trucks could easily take on the most challenging routes, driving for hundreds of miles on a single tank of hydrogen fuel, making them ideal for freight and logistics industries. However, just like in the passenger car market, the success of hydrogen-powered commercial vehicles will depend on infrastructure. There will need to be an expansive network of hydrogen refueling stations across the world for these vehicles to become a practical solution. Toyota is addressing this issue head-on by partnering with other companies to expand hydrogen infrastructure, particularly in key regions where hydrogen vehicles have the potential to make the most significant impact. The development of hydrogen-powered commercial vehicles could revolutionize the freight industry, providing a cleaner alternative to diesel-powered trucks while maintaining the performance that companies need. Toyota is not only focused on the future of personal cars, but is strategically positioning hydrogen as the ideal fuel for the heavy-duty vehicle sector. Ultimately, hydrogen combustion could be the answer to transforming commercial transportation, and Toyota's leadership in this space could shape the future of the entire industry. Will hydrogen ever compete with EVs on a global scale? With all the hype surrounding hydrogen, will it be able to compete with electric vehicles on a global scale, or is it just a temporary solution? As Toyota rolls out its hydrogen combustion engine and hydrogen-powered vehicles start to hit the market, the real question is whether hydrogen can ever compete with electric vehicles on a global scale. Electric vehicles are already well on their way to becoming mainstream, with major automakers like Tesla, Volkswagen, and GM leading the charge. EVs benefit from an established infrastructure, government incentives, and the promise of zero emissions, making them an attractive option for consumers. However, while hydrogen-powered vehicles are cleaner than traditional gasoline vehicles, they still face significant challenges in terms of infrastructure. Hydrogen fueling stations are far fewer than electric charging stations, and hydrogen itself must be produced, stored, and transported in a safe and cost-effective manner. Until these challenges are addressed, hydrogen vehicles will remain a niche market rather than a true competitor to electric vehicles. But Toyota believes that hydrogen is the key to a greener, more sustainable future. Their commitment to hydrogen combustion engines and hydrogen fuel cells is evident in their efforts to build out infrastructure and promote hydrogen adoption, especially in regions where electric vehicle adoption has been slower. By investing in the hydrogen ecosystem, Toyota aims to ensure that hydrogen-powered cars are not just a temporary trend, but a viable and sustainable long-term solution for global transportation. The challenge for Toyota will be to convince consumers and governments that hydrogen is the solution to the world's transportation needs. EVs have gained traction due to their ease of use and low operating costs, but hydrogen combustion engines could provide a middle ground, offering the convenience of quick refueling and the environmental benefits of reduced emissions. If Toyota can make the case for hydrogen, it could lead the charge in a dual-fuel future, where both electric and hydrogen-powered vehicles coexist, each serving a unique purpose. The future is uncertain, but what's clear is that Toyota isn't backing down from its hydrogen ambitions. As the global automotive industry shifts toward cleaner technologies, Toyota's hydrogen combustion engines could become a cornerstone of the green automotive revolution. The question is, will the world be ready for hydrogen, or will electric vehicles continue to dominate the road? Toyota's hydrogen combustion engine could be the game-changer the automotive world didn't see coming. As electric vehicles continue to rise in popularity, hydrogen-powered cars might offer a new kind of flexibility, combining the best elements of traditional combustion engines and EV technology. Whether or not hydrogen can truly compete with EVs on a global scale depends on several factors, including the development of infrastructure, the affordability of hydrogen production, and consumer acceptance. With hydrogen combustion engines powering everything from everyday cars to commercial trucks, Toyota is betting big on a future where hydrogen plays a central role in the global transportation landscape. The company's commitment to innovation and sustainability positions it to lead the charge in developing a new, greener way to drive. So, what's next? Will Toyota's hydrogen-powered vehicles dominate the future, or is the rise of electric vehicles unstoppable? The road ahead is still uncertain, but one thing is clear. Toyota's bold vision is challenging the status quo and making us rethink the future of transportation. Thank you for exploring the future of hydrogen-powered vehicles with us. Will hydrogen combustion engines be the next big thing, or will electric vehicles hold the crown? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more groundbreaking updates on the world of automobiles.